But 500,000 to Jay-Z it'd be like $500 to y'all. Like
to y'all. Wow.
You heard it. You heard it.
Play it again, Vaughn. Play it again.
Yeah. No.
He definitely excluded himself from that.
Take your capital L.
Because I'm like, no, because no.
I'm like
500. Because for me,
listen to James, he's like, I was just like.
You're now tuned in.
You are now tuned in.
To the
Juxtaposition Podcast.
Need a little soul food this week. Welcome to episode 55, the Juxtaposition Podcast, aka the Extraordinary Nobodies, aka the 5 Heartbeats, aka the Starting 5, aka 4 Hubbeats and the Possible, which is now a guarantee. I am your host, Varsenio Hall. What's going on, fellas? It's been a long week. Needed some of that soul food to get us through this week. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
I thought you was going to play my joint. I thought you was going to play the Roddy Ricch version too while we was at it. Like,
nah, maybe. I don't know. I ain't heard that.
You ain't hear that? Oh, that's on the Kanye joint. My bad.
No, this was
Yeah,
Kanye
that's the
joint
marching.
too.
Oh, yeah. You ain't hear the remake of the Roddy Ricch Holy Ball?
I probably
Nah, that's what it's called, yo. That's what it's called.
Holy balling.
I thought it was hilarious, but it's a good mix.
I mean, the one thing that Kanye can do is he can blend secular and gospel music together to make it so that we're like, oh, I've heard that before, while sinning. You can't be like on the way to do something. You can't be on your way to the Joan crib to bust it down if she married, listening to Sunday service. I'm not sure that's a great mix. You gotta pick your poison.
That whole sentence sound crazy, but
gotta go bust down the married joint while listening to Sunday service. Like, this shit slap. What? You actually can't say this shit slap either.
I was about to say, everything is just.
I don't want no hell points.
You got about 5.
What's going on? How was your week, man? James, start with you. Because I know you got some big news to share. Something you was
it was good, man. Been studying for that test at Series 7. Passed that bad boy.
That's what I'm talking about. Congrats.
Stressed me out a little bit. I was scared for a second, but worked out. Studied, practiced, a lot of practice questions.
All I hear is this. All I hear.
Come on, yeah.
All I hear was you needed to pass that to keep your job.
James was
about to lose your job.
I'm about to say James was taking a test, hearing that in his head.
You about to lose your job. Get this.
That's all I was hearing.
Congrats, bro. That's big. That's
yes, sir.
Small thing to a giant. It's always a blessing when you stress about something that you know is gonna work out for you, but in the middle of it's like, shh, man.
Or when you just pass tests, because everybody hate tests. So
I hate them.
Anytime you gotta pass a test, like whoa.
But like this test was to his livelihood. It's like yeah. I understand you don't like tests.
I gotta take another one on Monday. I'm not too stressed about that one.
Okay. Let me reverse the air horn.
Studying for that 63.
Oh, I thought that was your grade. I said, nigga, why you show that on the screen? Like, they passed.
We don't want to see that.
Right. All I need is a 72 to pass. I don't care if it's a 72.
Right.
72.1.
I'm in the building. Clear that $1 million check.
That's it.
Hello.
We got another birthday coming up. Mr. Williams, your official birthday will be this Saturday. How you feeling, man? What you got going on?
25th.
35.
Same day is Will Smith, Scottie Pippen, T.I., a couple of good famous light-skinned brothers.
I'm about to say
all light skin. All light skin.
All of them got tempers except for Will Smith.
Yeah, he usually acts his out.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he be doing entanglements and stuff, so he probably be popping up in the crib in private.
Yeah, because crazy. He dropped the song Entanglements.
He did?
August Alsina?
Yeah.
No,
August Alsina.
Yeah, that's enough to get stole, but that's not
right.
Can you explain to the people? Can you explain to the people in New Mexico what stole means?
That means when you pop off us or you just punch them dead in their face. That's what that means.
Dead in the face, not alive in the face.
No warning.
Dead in the face.
No squaring up.
Pow! Why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place.
It was warranted though.
Yeah. So, well, I'm not. I think Saturday we're supposed to go to Comedy Club to see the comedian, and he's also an Instagram guy, LeVar Walker, who the guy who looks like
also a noob.
Judge Mathis. Yeah, he's also a noob. So
nope, don't know who that is.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
He's funny.
That's on the that's on the old Instagram algorithm, the auntie and uncle Instagram algorithm.
Nah.
I started following him after you shared that. Who shared that video of him doing that comedy special when he was working at the pharmacy? He really is a pharmacist, right?
Yeah, that's his day job. He works.
Oh, that's crazy. That's actually pretty dope.
And he tells stories about people coming in to get their meds, old folks, people reading
people
prescription wrong.
He was like, the dude didn't want to choose between his Viagra and his breathing medicine, so he chose the Viagra
because of the price.
You're not gonna be able to breathe. Use the Viagra,
right?
I have a real funny story, but I'm not going to share it because it's embarrassing. But I have a funny pharmacy story too.
I thought you were about to say you took some of that Viagra. I'm like, bro,
no,
you got to tell us. That's funny.
But I heard it works wonders though.
He's funny.
About to say, man, anyone tried it? Get half of that pill. Let me see what's working.
What's working like half a pill?
You want to prove a point? You want to prove a point?
You've been talking shit all week.
Word up.
Wait till I get off work.
Pop that shit in the driveway.
Right now. Nah, you got to pop that shit on the highway. You got to walk in like Hercules. What was you saying? What was you saying? With the suit pants on?
Ring the bell with it.
Come in like 10 to 2 man Taylor. Anyway, keep going. My fault.
Coming in hot.
I ain't doing that. I'm chilling, man. I'm keeping it simple, man. The big 3-5, the old Durant year, or for any of y'all old heads, since we talking about old heads, Clarence Witherspoon jersey.
What?
Clarence Witherspoon.
I'll bring it back on y'all.
Y'all like old school. That's
y'all
like
was 76er fans, right? Wasn't y'all 76er fans?
Yeah, but like I don't remember his number.
I haven't heard his name since 2004.
Oh yeah, what was he at then? I think he was on the Knicks then. We get everybody after the fact.
Because Spoon and Stackhouse was on the Sixers before AI got there.
Yes.
And AI stole Stackhouse's thunder. Because Stackhouse
keep it moving.
Yeah.
Send him to Detroit.
Let me just take this.
Nope, but that's it, man. I'm chilling, enjoying my life.
If y'all heard a couple episodes ago, we was talking about how Zoe used to get like the second best player sneakers. You had Stackhouses too, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No,
I
had Grand Hills.
Stackhouses?
No, I didn't. Okay. I had Grand Hills though, because Grand Hills wasn't the price of Jordans then. I still got a pair of Grand Hills. Yeah, I still got those too. Well, they're not the same size from them.
You know how they say the mob put you in cement shoes? That's what feel used to feel like. Cement shoes.
Cement shoes?
They was mad bulky. All sneakers was bulky like that back in the day, though. All sneakers up tempo.
I was about to say up tempos was heavy as hell.
Bulky.
Bar, you played ball in them.
I did. The Pippins. They were. I mean, yeah, they were heavy. They were heavy.
Yeah.
And they looked good. The Gary Paytons, the ones with the
yes, that's there in my trunk right now.
The zip. The cover with the zip.
Yeah. Those are heavy as hell too.
I can't wear them. They were like, I'm not dunking no more anyway, but them shit. Cleveland, what's going on with you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I was just chilling, to be honest with you. Nothing major.
You ain't doing nothing. I listened to the last podcast. You said the exact same thing. You ain't do nothing different. Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing. You ain't eat nothing great. You ain't have no you ain't no donut. You ain't have no lasagna.
No pumpkin beer. No, they
got
pumpkin beer. Yeah, it's that season.
You in Sam Adams County.
Yeah, exactly.
It's everywhere. It's pumpkin. Yo, it's so many different kinds of pumpkin beer too.
Let's keep it a buck. Right, do black men eat pumpkin products? Yes or no?
I mean,
we do.
That's a yes. Y'all are sellouts.
No,
y'all are sellouts.
I don't.
You didn't say you had to choose.
You a sellout. You a sellout if you eat pumpkin pie.
Pumpkin pie. Exactly.
No.
Everything else
like
is
pumpkin pie is not now. Would you rather have pumpkin or sweet potato? If you say pumpkin, then you're a sellout.
All right,
I'd rather have sweet potato.
Let's start this here. Breaking news. The Black delegation of the Juxtaposition Podcast and Associates have declared that we need a reaction and a competition for every pumpkin spice product. We need a sweet potato product. We need sweet potato beer. We need sweet potato.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I need my sweet potato breakfast cookies. I need my pumpkin Velvetas. I can use
who was the white person?
Wait a minute.
There was a white person out there that said, we're going to make pumpkin products. And somebody was like, that's whack. Somewhere they're a billionaire. And yes, I say yams are trash, but that is not
I was about to say, let's not forget last year, yams are trash.
We about 3 months away. About it.
Listen, but I ain't gonna hold you though. I definitely drink pumpkin Sam Adams though. Pretty good.
Come on, man. Let's
get
some
it's a brand out here called Shipyard. Y'all got that down there?
I want
Shipyard.
Some sweet potato cookies or sweet potato donut. That should be fire.
What's the black equivalent to Sam Adams?
Samuel Jackson.
Daquan Jenkins.
Yeah.
Let me get some sweet potato Daquan Jenkins. Somebody needs to make sweet potato beer. I'm trying to tell you.
Nah, they ain't gonna hit.
Maybe.
How is not going to hit?
It's gonna hit.
Yo, James.
It don't sound.
They have ketchup chips, bro.
Yo, bro. Like
you're not marketing
ketchup
chips.
You're not marketing.
You eat sweet potato fries?
I do, and they slap.
This is good.
You're not marketing sweet potato beer. It's not marketable.
Yam beer. Yam beer,
exactly.
Hold on, no.
You want some of this yam juice?
I got the marketing for it. You know how it's like BAM? It's like yam beer. The exclamation point. Nah, we're not rocking with that.
No.
Yam beer.
No.
That's funny.
I'm gonna make yam beer. I'm gonna make it a thing. I'm trying to tell you.
Nah, bro.
Sure. No, I don't think so. Yam beer might be a stretch. That's like collard green juice or some shit. Like
pot liquor.
Right?
Yeah. My bad, Cleveland. Did you have anything remotely close to anything? Did you do anything different last week than you did this week? Anything?
Nope. I've been enjoying my weekends, man. I've been doing nothing. I've been relaxing, reading, chilling. That's it. I almost did something interesting, but that doesn't count.
Almost doesn't.
Yeah.
Right on.
I was about to buy a game system and like a gaming console because I just had an urge to like.
Oh, that PS2 was calling your name, huh?
PS2.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't getting a new joint. I was like, let me get the PS4 or the Xbox One or 360.
Yo, bro. If you're gonna buy, you gotta get.
Can I get that Xbox 180?
No, go get your N64.
Still mad games for the PS4.
Yo,
I'm
just
like,
get the
I'm
new
good
one,
with that.
man. Just hold off and get the new one.
But I resisted. I didn't go with my impulse.
Why?
Because I only play video games for 20 minutes at a time. I can't play for any longer than that.
I bought a PS4 on a whim when the PS4 was still like the thing, and I can guarantee you I have played that thing less than 100 times. It is in pristine shape, and that shit is right in the closet.
Yeah, I had an Xbox One joint first release. I didn't own not one game for it.
Really?
Yo,
bro, I bought that shit to watch TV.
Come with a game?
Yo, bro, I don't even remember. It might have come with a digital one, but I bought it because that's when it had that Xbox One. What's like the camera shit that it came with? The Kinect. I think it was called the Kinect.
All right, bro. You on your own with that.
Oh, and they had the little thing that you would put like on your mantle or like.
Correct. Yeah. So I bought it for that because you can like use your hands and stuff like that to control your TV, and you know you can hook your cable box up to it and all of that stuff into it. Like works with each other. So that's why I bought
James.
Never
James
bought it
for
throwing
gang signs to his TV.
And then it was like a great Blu-ray player. So you can watch Blu-rays on it.
You know, Blu-ray was short-lived. Like
Blu-ray
came and Netflix.
Well, you know why Blu-ray is like is out is because shit like Netflix coming out with Adobe Vision and HDR10 plus movies and shit is like
on the joint. Like
exactly.
I'm gonna need you to move to the side. Blu-ray.
So it's like what's the point? And then when the movies come out, like what in like 2 months is on like TV. And you can watch in the same quality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Blu-ray, whoever you are, it doesn't have the same purchasing power as Yam Beer does. So,
yo, Var, listen, I'm supporting with you on this side. Maybe not the Yam Beer, but sweet potato at least. The
All
sweet
right.
potato fries are good. So I think if you do sweet potato,
SPB. SPB.
Instead of IPA or
There you
SPB
go.
IPA.
SPB.
Got that
Sweet
new
potato
SPB.
beer. You know what I mean?
You
But
guys
don't they use
Sweet
potatoes
potato
anyway?
ale.
For, like,
Spa.
fermented?
Boom.
Sweet
SPA.
potato whiskey. Sweet potato whiskey,
Whiskey.
right there, boy.
That ain't for us.
Absolutely. That sounds amazing.
I got it. Spa. SPA. Sweet potato ale.
Ah, there you go.
Trying to drink the spa?
Spa.
No, that ain't work. I'm gonna get back to y'all on the marketing.
We're gonna come up with
Yo,
it.
all right, sweet potato ale. That might be a good one. SPA.
All right.
That might be a good one.
See?
Like, 'cause you got
Nah, I
pumpkin ale,
don't
sweet
want.
potato
I
ale.
don't want IP. I want the SPA.
Yeah.
Trying to tell you, man. Proprietary use only. If you take it, I'm gonna punch
We
you.
trademark. Y'all see us in
you
court.
like Zoe said. Yo, so I went to a music festival this weekend.
I see.
Yeah, so the artist, had her music festival, and it was 2 nights. Night 1, Erykah Badu was the headliner, and they had like a small stage, and they had the main stage. The headliner for night 1 should have been Keisha Cole. She killed it. It was Keisha Cole, Ty Dolla $ign did Erykah Badu. Keisha Cole did better than both of them. She killed. Obviously, also Keisha Cole's from the Bay Area, so it was like
that energy. Yeah.
And it was a lot of these artists' first time performing since the pandemic. So a lot of them were like, they were like in amazement of like how much love they was getting. Second night, her headline before that, it was Ari Lennox, Bryson Tiller. Her brought out Saweetie. She brought out Chris Brown. She brought out.
Well, I was right next to the stage when Chris Brown came out.
I was there.
Groupie. You know,
you trying to grab his leg?
Nah, I was trying to sell him on SPA. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get an investor.
Word up.
I'm like, yo, the first video I seen, still pretty close to that stage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I seen a video with Chris Brown and like Bar was looked like he's trying to grab his leg and shit. Like it was like right there.
First of all, there was a very close video, but it wasn't mine. I didn't tell.
Okay.
Hey Var, yo, don't feel bad, Var. We witnessed a frat brother of ours 2 weeks ago in LA get excited to dap a porn star guy's head like when he seen it. Two of them in the club.
Don't I know you?
That's wild.
I'm like, yo, who that?
Funny.
And then they was like, oh, that's what I'm like, wait, what? Never mind.
Memory spank bank.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, the weekend was pretty dope. The concert was fire. It was kind of good it wasn't even weird. Like to be around all those people, you would think right now would be like weird. It wasn't weird. It was a really, really
so California letting y'all live out there?
No.
So what
if you're outside, you don't need your mask.
Okay.
But if you're inside, it's mandatory no matter where you are. So
was this not in the stadium? It was like an open.
It was like an amphitheater, like
the joint that was for verses,
like that Red Rock Amphitheater in Colorado.
Yeah, but like without rocks, but like actual seats, or like the center on the Camden waterfront. Like it used to be the East Center. I don't know what it is now.
Sorry, never been out there.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm just
out of my danger zone.
Yeah,
the waterfront gentrified just like everywhere else nowadays.
Yeah, but it's always been that way.
Camden to get my countertops. That's where I bought them from, and I got
out of
Camden quick. Countertops.
What's that? Oh, for a house. I don't own a home.
For the house.
He said, "I don't own a home." Shut up.
I'm sure I have fake marble on my joint, so
marble.
Yeah. I just got marb. But wait till this SPA pop off though.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So like I mentioned, well, I didn't mention this time, we are here to amplify the voice of the modern Black man. We're just going to dive into topics this week. We're going to hit y'all with a little different. We're not having one overarching theme. We're just going to run through a few topics that we feel is important. So as Cleveland mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, and I was actually talking to Alonzo, confirming that I saw this when I should have been talking to Cleveland. Have y'all been watching what Deion Sanders is doing at Jackson State?
Yes.
Yep.
How talk to me about how y'all feel about not HBCUs yet, but how do y'all feel about seeing Deion impact the lives of these young Black brothers at a school who most of America has not heard of until last year?
Mm-hmm. So I'll start with that. One, I mean, obviously, it's a great thing what he's doing in terms of highlighting HBCUs, highlighting Jackson State, and just the different things that he's able to bring to them. Whether it's uniforms, teaching them or the responsibility of wearing the suit and the tie when they travel, having the names on the back of their jersey, getting NFL scouts to come see them. I think it's great. And I think that more people, obviously, hopefully it expands to other HBCUs. But my only thing is, if it wasn't Dion, would that happen? Right?
No.
If it wasn't prime time, and that's my thing. So while we will want it to be extended to other HBCUs, have you seen it extended to any other HBCU, or do they have to hire someone who's famous to bring that spotlight?
But they've been doing that. They've been hiring more.
No, I understand that. Eddie George got hired as
Eddie George.
And I get it. But what I'm saying is so we need that in order for these schools to be successful.
Yeah, it's like an endorsement. It's an endorsement, low key. Like, so sometimes you need somebody from the outside to let. Here's an easy example. James, you used to rap in your previous life. I know when you were trying to rap. I know when you was MC Murder Ave, you
Dirty Murder,
Money Row.
He went from Money Row to Money Bag.
Yeah. See, always money though. Always money. Give it to him. Some things don't change. But when you are an artist, you never really pop off in your area, right? You got to get hot somewhere else in order for them to be like, "Whoa, that shit's tough." I grew up with the kid, like. I've been listening to your music forever, and that's just regular to me. But as soon as somebody in LA play your music, it's like, I always knew we had it. So even with HBCUs in terms of the cosign, sometimes you need a Dion to bring light. Also, you need a Dion to do something right, to compare it to, or to aspire to, to go against. So let's take it away from Dion specifically, go to like HBCUs. If you could do it again, right now, with the way that George Floyd has influenced America, with the way that the HBCUs are more popping now, if you could do it again, coming out of high school, would you go to an HBCU right now? Why or why not? Starting with Zoe.
I wanted to go to HBCU. I went on a tour for two of them, Dell State and Lincoln. And then
they the two hood ones.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's why. So I had cousins at Dell State.
They definitely got Bojangles on
there. I had cousins at Dell State, and then when we did the Lincoln tour, we was walking the basketball team, whatever. I was gonna see like shit. Maybe I could walk on because I watched a couple practices on a couple of these. They missing layups and shit. So then some dude comes up to me. Walking, like I'm with my parents, and he's like, yo, hands me a flyer, like, yo, there's a party tonight, you should stay. And I'm like, niggas, you crazy? Like, my parents are standing right here. I'm like, yo, my mom was like, yeah,
Marv Albert, with no regard for human life.
That's exactly what he did.
Zoe looked at his parents like, I'm only 15, right? Like,
shut up. Right. I'm 16, damn it. But I was like, yo, this nigga wild out. So then I couldn't obviously that was the end of that trip.
But answer the question. If you could do it all over again, would you go to a HBCU if it was your choice? Would you go to a HBCU? And
no. That's not an answer.
No. Hear me out.
All right.
Yes, because I went to a PWI high school. Mm-hmm. And white. So I'm kind of like, I already know how y'all operate. I did it, been there, done that, cool, whatever. And I know the rest of America is gonna be like when I'm working in corporate is gonna be like that too. So can I get a little sprinkle of us? So I would do that just for the cultural thing, just to be around my people. However, I would not if I could do it over again because I wouldn't have never met everybody here. Like, I don't think I would have pledged cat. Like, certain things wouldn't have happened.
That's cute.
Like, so it's cute. Hey, I'm dead serious though. Everything happens for a reason. We talk about that all
the time. We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
Yo, that meme that shows like they found out, Joe, we ain't doing shit.
They found out, Joe.
We ain't doing shit. Terrible, yo. Terrible. We need
Cleveland, just so you know, I don't want no yes or no shit from you either because Zoe already gave it to us. There's only one indifference. You got to pick a side. If you could do it all over again right now, would you go to a HBCU? Yes or no? Oh, well, Zoe said why, but yeah, go ahead. Tell us why or why not.
In 2003, I came into college, so I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't go?
I wouldn't change anything. I would stay.
No. You came out today. You graduated high school. This is like you have a choice now. Yeah, like you have a choice with all that's going on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, today I would go. I think today I would go because society is changing, man. Like there's more emphasis on being inclusive and honoring traditions of even Black people in this country, which is fairly new. People ain't want to hear nothing about no Juneteenth.
I don't know if it's new, yo.
Well, here's why I think it's new. Here's why I think it's new. Nobody wanted to hear nothing about your job was not posted on their website about like deconstructing white supremacy in 2003.
First of all, they didn't have a website.
Right. Now they had a website. They had a website. Dial-up AOL.
Amazon.com existed.
Yeah, man. So like that's the thing. I feel like it's different now. So yeah, I will go.
This could right now, James, I'm gonna get to you, but right now could be a throwback to the early 90s. So I know that Brand Nubian, Mecca, the clothes, you had the medallions, where you know what I mean? Like if you go back to like the beginning of A Different World, the show, you see how much you see how Afrocentric everybody is at the school, right? It's Kente cloth was a thing, Zulu Nation, all Swahili. Remember? Swahili. Like it was a thing in the early 90s, and then it died off, and then it came back. I guess it's a 20-year swing.
It's usually say everything.
There's still a major difference, though. It's still a major difference. I still don't think society was Google. I just mean society as a whole. I don't think society was still as prepared to embrace Black culture like they are now. In the early 90s, it still wasn't like that. Like
they was in the early 90s, they were smashing rap CDs, like you know what I mean?
Yes. What's your name? Vivian something.
Well, Reverend Calvin Butts did it. Our fraternity brother was on some BS outside of Abyssinia, who happened to marry my parents, by the way. A little short plug, but he was on some BS too and stomping on CDs and.
I mean, honestly, James, I'm gonna get to you. I promise. If we go back and think about the music that was going on, I'm clutching my pearls as we speak. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, son. As a 35-year-old man, if that was what was coming, I'm like, oh my God. Sasha, go to your room. You are not listening to this shit ever.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, it was just the music has always been talking about stuff like that, but it's always just been more discreet. Like it was like you had to read in between the lines, like old school songs like "Woman to Woman."
Mary Jane,
Mary Jane, obviously, or "Woman to Woman." Somebody this about the mistress and she calling her up. Like that stuff happens today, or like Papa was a Rolling Stone. That's a polite way of saying he was a deadbeat dad.
My dad was a hoe and he was out here getting it.
It just was. It was more tasteful, I guess. You had to have a brain to figure out what they was talking about.
Yeah, now they're like,
it's in your face.
I ain't fuck with my kids. All right, bro. But James, how if this was. If you graduated high school this past June, would you be enrolled at HBCU right now?
So this past right now, I probably would be. And it's hard. So I'm trying to think, like, do I have the mindset of that I had when I was in high school? Because to be frank, I didn't really know what college was coming out of high school. I never visited college. No one really ever talked to me about college.
Somebody record that. So when James and then we talk about how TCNJ was the shit, it's like, hey, didn't even know what college was. He got into school.
No, listen, I went to TCNJ simply because it was a bunch of people from Passaic who was at TCNJ that I knew, and they were telling me like, nah, you need to come apply. So I did. I got accepted, and that was it. But I was either just thinking like, okay, if I'm gonna go to college, it's probably gonna be for football, and that's all I thought about. So I didn't even know really about HBCUs. However, I do think I'll go now because of the environment in which we live in, right? I think I would want to know more about Black culture and be around individuals like me, like-minded individuals that are trying to, I guess, come up with something that will enable us to move forward as a race and, you know, kind of combine us as well as our counterparts and try to find that, you know, uniform allyship between the two of us. And I think, you know, you'll have great minds that can come up with things like that. And additionally to that, I think there are resources from corporate America that they're allocating towards HBCUs to ensure that they have somewhat of a shot. Now, it may not be equal, but at least you know that you can get a job if you put in the effort a little bit easier at a HBCU now than you probably would have back in the day.
Yo, y'all sound real nice, and I don't believe none of y'all. I don't believe none of y'all.
It's true. That's what it.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe you. Because as soon as that financial aid package would have came in, it's like, ooh, so Howard out of state. Ooh, how much was that shit?
You think you gotta think about?
I got family up and down the East Coast. I gotta stay there for 6 months.
If this was 2000, this is 2005. The answer will be no, like 100% no, and it is more so like. I didn't really know about that. I already went to school, you know, with a bunch of Black and Spanish people anyway. Right?
Check.
Right? So I'm like, I'll go to this school. It's close to home. You know, I don't got to travel too far. And it's a good school. Like, I'm not going anywhere else.
Yo, but low key, Passaic, TC&J recruited Passaic like it was Alabama football players, yo.
Yeah.
Like y'all had.
Where you from? Passaic?
Passaic, every third Black minority or Spanish.
It was all about trying to bring people up. That's why, like, we knew who, like, if you had potential and you get accepted to college, like TC&J, come to TC&J, like, you're gonna get a good education.
I guess there was a lot of people down in Passaic because you said bring them up, and they all brought from TC&J, from Passaic.
Like, I actually know a lot of people that need help. Come on.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's what I said. If you had the potential to get in to get accepted to college and you wanted to go, right? Like TC&J was a good option. And then of course we qualified for EOF, baby.
See, Cleveland. Now this is where me see that's why y'all talking this financial package. Me and Cleveland was just two lone rangers out in the field. Like, damn.
What are you saying?
Came from rich
we had it.
No,
we had it worse off than
rich.
y'all. What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, but it came out to your benefit to come out with less.
No, it didn't. It wasn't that much. Like TC&J, yes. I went to the same school that Shaw went to. We didn't. My loans, I got hit, bro. I'm still getting hit currently. I'm getting rip shots starting back in January. Like,
well, you also went to grad school.
Yes, that's true. But
minus your grad school, you left with the annual writer fee. Like your total was like what it.
I left with like 50.
Yeah, I was about 65.
Damn.
See?
Yeah, no. See, that's
I'm at 50 now, nigga.
You got
I'm at whatever I left with plus interest is where I'm at right.
Yeah.
I'm at like 48.
Fuck them student loans, man.
And I've been out of school since 07. What you talking about?
Bro, I haven't made a student loan payment, fortunately, because I went back to graduate school. So, and then the whole pandemic happened, so everything been on hold. But man, they not getting more than with the minimum that I can pay. That's it.
Listeners, if you want to amplify the voices of modern Black men, go ahead and listen to this podcast. Share it with your friends because we need the money. The money.
They're gonna come take my house. They're coming to take the crib.
Speaking, but I'm going back to the financial aspect. Y'all are lying. Soon as that fucking Alabama A&M, Hampton, Tuskegee package would have came to your doorstep, you would have been excited. I'm accepted. Boom. $24,000 per year out of state, all loans. Eat that.
Nah, I didn't have that problem.
For the cause for the culture. You going for the culture at that point?
Listen,
I'm not thinking about. I'm thinking that I'm gonna get some type of. I'm broke. I'm gonna get a little aid.
Not out of state. Can Dion help you then? Can Dion help you with that?
I'm trying to get on the football team then.
Listen, my last name is Williams. I got cousins everywhere. I'm getting that in-state tuition somewhere.
I've been trying to help Zoe the last 5 minutes because he keeps telling me that he's rich and that goes against his my New York stories. So I'm trying to make sure that we even him out.
I never said I was rich.
If y'all not from Jersey, go ahead right now. Stop what you're doing. Google South Brunswick Township per capita, or how much people make in that area.
That's pretty wealthy. That's pretty wealthy neighborhood.
That's what I'm saying.
Listen, that is now because all the Patels in them is there. They came and they brought over. They got the different gold, and they came and they mobbed out. They took over. It's like little Bangladesh out there. I'm trying to tell you, it wasn't like that when I was there, 95, 96, or whatever. That was not like that, bro. Today it's a different. They all own the
living in America.
Yes, and they came and capitalized off that daggone dream while we still dreaming. Trying to tell y'all, that's not how that happened. You got to do per capita in 1990 something, okay? Not now.
It's the two income trap, man. Like you got
first of all,
two incomes.
My dad was dead. Incomes. Wait, time out. What's the statute of limitations on the fast food? Is there one? Maybe I should.
I don't know.
Well,
you better weave it in like Mary Jane. You better say it clever like.
I had a deceased parent on my, and it still ain't work. It still ain't nothing. We give you $5 more, nigga. We give you $5. Like, go buy a Happy Meal.
What you gonna say, Cleveland? It's
that's the thing income. With the dual income, man. It gets you like, so they see, both of your parents are making a little bit of money. You ain't getting no financial aid.
Yeah, that's that middle class. That's the middle class.
Middle class
curse, man. It's like you make enough money to survive, but you don't make enough to really pay for like education and like crazy healthcare costs and stuff like that. But you don't get any benefits to help pay for any of that.
I was so ignorant about finances. Well, yesterday, but when I was a kid, for sure, I was like, so like if like going to those parents' house who have worked incredibly hard to have the life that they have currently, or even fucking 15 years ago. So in my mind, it's like if you can afford a house like this, right, then you can pay for college.
That's how they look at it. Bro. That's how they add it up, but it don't. We don't got bills.
First time I've been to Zoe parents' crib, man, I went over there. So I'm like, nah, bro, something ain't right.
Yeah,
like, bro, I never seen houses this big in my life. I've never seen a house this big in person.
First time
in my
we pulled up. Felt like I was on MTV Cribs.
I was like, nah. I'm like, we ain't living fair, man. We ain't living the same, bro. Like,
nah, son,
not at all.
Nah,
I never seen houses that big either.
This is M2, M3, M4, M5, and M6 apartment buildings. I mean, apartment complexes in this one crib.
Now you ODing. Nah, but real talk, I ain't never seen a house that big either until they built that shit. But that's another story for another day.
Yo, that shit. I was
keywords until they built it.
Listen, in 2000, okay. Listen, it's 99 2000. That is not today. Listen, yesterday's price is not today's price. Okay, so that was 20 years ago price. That's not today's price.
But you still had to have some. What
2,000 money.
Had to have some chicken. Had to have some chicken back then.
A little chicken, a little sauce.
Imagine if you was in 2000, even making 120. What?
Oh, you were living life.
Yeah.
He was living large. He was living large.
So look, put it like this. My parents paid less for that house than what I paid for this. And you see how much bigger their house is, plus the land. That's what's crazy. They paid less, like almost $70,000 to $100,000 less for that house that y'all see, that y'all talk about, than what I paid for this one.
All right, here's a question that I have for y'all. Shifting from an HBCU thing, because I think finance plays a major part. Y'all said y'all piece. I don't believe y'all. But when it comes to making a major purchase like that, right? A major, like a home, a car, something that's like that requires a lot of like financial savvy. Did you get support for that from other Black men who had done that before?
Moral and advice, not financial.
Ain't nobody give me no money.
Ain't nobody give me $1. Yeah. I'm still waiting on it. But
what was that? What was the support like from Black man to Black man about navigating those channels of finances? Not your dad, because your dad does this.
No. I would say James and Chris really, because I had never done it, and they each had bought a house before. So it was a lot of do's and don'ts, and watch out for this, watch out for that, and make sure. And I'll take that any day over if somebody tell you to watch out and make sure, and it involves money. That's the golden ticket. I don't care. That's better than giving me some money, because the amount of money they told me to watch out for, I saved like 10 times more than what they could have just given me. You know what I'm saying? Like the wisdom to know the difference between the two.
But this story, this is a sidebar. When they say like, would you rather have a meeting with Jay-Z or have $500K? Give me the $500K.
I'll see him with my $500K at some restaurant.
Right. That's more money to invest in SPA.
The thing is, if anyone says that they rather have a meeting with Jay-Z instead of 500,000, you're not getting 500,000. I don't care what he tells you. You need capital to get more capital. If you don't have that capital, you're not getting that capital.
You need capital in lowercase.
Yeah.
You should have a capital L.
Wrong with
you? Capital zero.
Like, you know what you can do with $500,000? You don't need his advice to figure out what to do with that, to build on that. Like,
but what if he eating the whole time? What if he hungry? What if he eat all day?
I've seen that too, right? If he don't say anything to you, right? You don't even know. Or let's say best case scenario, he tell you how he won. You probably can't rap as well as he can. Like you can't, like, or
sell drugs as good as he don't have.
Like, come on, people out here just think
he's better than you.
To tell you something,
he's better.
You're gonna be able to apply what they did. It don't work that way,
folks. He's better than you. It's okay.
Just is what it is.
He's greater.
And you know how many people he got in his corner that's helping him navigate that as well, or at least in the past, he probably does a lot on his own now. But in the past, help him navigate all of that stuff. Give me my $500K.
You coming to the table, and what is $500K to Jay? Honestly,
it's like, that's all James. What $500K to James? Nothing.
Shit, that's
the Jay you talk about.
I need
JW.
Nah, but 500,000 to Jay-Z it'd be like $500 to y'all, like
to y'all. Wow.
You heard it.
Wow. Play it again.
Okay, yeah. No.
He definitely excluded himself from that.
Take your capital L.
Because I'm like, because no. 500. Because for me,
James, he's like, I was just like.
No, because I am rich, but don't tell him.
It's more like it would be more money for me. That's why. For me, it's like for y'all, it's not much. For me, that still would be a lot.
Y'all, all this, right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
James
took it one way, but it wasn't.
James once wanted a house the size of Alonzo's parents. He now has a house the size of Alonzo's parents.
Exactly.
I do not have the size.
James do. No, I don't. What they got? 30 square feet on you? It's a land.
No, they got a whole office. Like, I got to use a bedroom for an office.
We got one higher ceiling. They got one higher ceiling.
All I want y'all to know is the wealth that's being thrown around in this room is exorbitant.
Telling. I'm just enjoying it. I'm like, I'm glad I got rich friends.
Cleveland about to get that tax-free dollars. Don't let it fool on y'all.
Now you can't keep the offer money.
About to go to Tejas and rack up. I know where you work
out there, bro. Just have a guest room. Just have a guest room because I know it's gonna be big enough for one.
Oh man, listen, I can't wait to get down there, bro.
Don't be humble now. Oh man,
I'm just saying I can't wait to get down there.
You know when they doing well, James. You know when they doing well, like I'm trying to be like you. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get like you.
Hey, listen, that's not a bad thing to try to be like. You heard what he just said.
He said,
$500K. That's like $500 to y'all. Like
no, because that's like $1,000 to me.
Nah, son.
That's what it was. Like no, like
try to clean it up.
Y'all, bitch, y'all.
The brokies.
Yo, wait, bro, what's the other shit with your broke ass?
Yo, you think when we not around, James describes us as his broke friends? Like my broke friends coming over. My broke friends coming over today.
I didn't invite Var because
I promise you, I wish I had the money that y'all say I do.
He like, babe, they don't need real plates today. They don't need real plates. They got the paper plates today. They ain't even used to real plates.
I always felt like a fraud. Even if I had nice things, I feel like I had money after I bought it. James, and the nice things.
Nah.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. VAR definitely hit me with some wild shit back in the day, right? This is like 2006, 07, right? I'm my senior year. And this back when we used to hit Jam Up, man. We used to go like that one summer.
Oh
That one summer we hit this store, and because Facebook really just got popping then, right? Facebook was out for like 3 years, right?
And we couldn't.
That was the beginning of Facebook ruining your outfits. We're like,
you had to re-up. You had to re-up.
So every Friday or Thursday, depending on what we was doing that weekend, like we got to at least get a new polo. Like the pants, the jeans, the shorts, that don't matter. But you got to get a new polo or something. And this is like side stripe polo era. Like, you know what I mean? So we like, damn, yo. So I'm asking Bar, like, yo, I ain't really got it, but I'm gonna just get it. I said, what you mean you ain't got it, but you gonna get it? He on his hustle man shit. He like, yo, I mean, if something come up, I just worry about it later when it happened. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, nah, I ain't never heard. He's like, I mean, fuck it. Like, we got to go. I'm like, oh, that's a different thing.
That was a philosophy for a long time. It's like, man, I just figured out when it come there. That's the one thing about being poor. You become resilient, but also you kind of normalize poverty. And sometimes I still normalize poverty. I'll pay that shit later. Like, no, pay that shit now. Pay that shit
That's how I feel about the student loans.
Oh yeah, they on the back.
Poor. I'm poor.
Yeah, the student loans is on the back burner. They in the Rosa Parks section. They out. They out.
That's in the front of the bus then.
Nah, son. She's supposed to go to the back, and that's where they going.
That's why I should have went to an HBCU so we get his history right.
I know my history.
You're the one that knows it better than everybody. Back to the questions, James. So do you feel like with your major purchases, you've gotten support from other Black men in terms of how to navigate?
I mean, I kind of look at, I guess, from a distance what people have done in previous conversations.
So you're judging Georgia and the Brokies?
No, it's just kind of seeing how they navigate certain situations, and then go from there. I try to do a lot of research on my own. I don't know. I just, even from previous podcasts, you heard me say I always like to do things on my own. I don't really recommend that. That's just me. And that's something I have to grow and grow out of, if you will. So I never really got, I guess, advice, or I really don't ask too much. I just try to figure it out and learn from there, and then be able to offer my, what I did and what worked for me to other people.
Yeah, I just hit James up today about American Express shit, and I felt like, number one, I felt like I was adulting wrong. I was like, this is a different life that I haven't been living. But I wonder why that's the case, because you're super helpful with Zoe said in terms of lending advice. Do you feel like there's no...
He goes first. That's why.
Do you feel like there's nobody on your level? So I can't ask these niggas. They ain't been through what I've been through.
No, it's just it's hard for me. Like, I have a problem. It's hard for me to ask people for help. You know what I mean? Like, for stuff like that, like I can ask, help. Oh, help me move.
Oh, you know what you should have did? Damn, you should have hit me up for the referral code. I ain't gonna say for what, but you definitely should have hit me up for that shit. We both could have been eating. God damn you.
I don't know about the referral code.
Go ahead, drop your money. Stop telling. I already know what you're talking about, so go ahead.
I'm not gonna put it on the air, but like something that you just ordered, I should have hit you with the referral code so we could have both been eating.
Oh,
but it wasn't no damn iPhone 13 either.
That's coming on Friday though.
So no, it's not that. It's just, I don't know. I do maybe I'm an early adopter. But there's people that does stuff before me. It's just, I don't know. I just try to figure shit out on my own, I guess.
I mean, okay, I get that. But even at a point where are there times where you know that you can go to someone who has done the thing, but you just choose not to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like move him out of apartments. Like I've moved shit, but I need these niggas to move my shit for me.
No, absolutely. That is the case, but I don't know. I have no idea. I know why, but it's something I got to work on.
Okay, that's valid. Cleveland, how about you? Do you feel like you've been supported by Black men in your pursuits for like really major events in your life?
Major events, for sure. Absolutely. So I haven't made a big purchase yet in terms of like a house, in terms of like buying a car. Though. I don't got a Rolls Royce.
Yo, yeah, I don't realize that
to Texas.
The day he stepped foot in Texas, his house is gonna be built already.
Yes,
like that's what's happening right now. He's just not saying anything.
I can't wait to get down there. No state income tax either. Boy, oh boy,
definitely gonna be balling.
What?
He gonna be holy balling.
That's like that's like 30% more of your bread coming back to you.
Yeah.
Well, state.
Well, no, it's like 5%, but
I'll take the 5.
it's still a good amount though.
Yeah, it's still you can still see it. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. So yeah, but no, absolutely. Definitely have looked at people like in terms of buying cars and stuff, like because I didn't even know what the interest rate meant. Like when I was buying a car, I didn't really know what it meant. Like I just was like, I can afford the payment, so I'm gonna just take the payment. Like, but then somebody had to school me.
When I talk to people about that, like
paid it forever.
but the payment's $400. I'm like, but what's the rate? I don't know the pay. It's $400. I can afford that. What's the rate, bro?
Yeah.
Like, what's the rate, bro? That's the title of the episode. What's the rate? What's the APR, you little nigga? What's the APR?
You got to because that's the thing. That's how people get you when you go to car dealerships. They're like, the monthly payment is $396.54. I was expecting to spend $450. Give me that. But in reality, your payment can drop to $300.
Right.
You know, if you know what the rate is.
And niggas being like MSRP, cool, got that. APR, okay, cool. What else I need?
They be thinking his features. They be thinking his car features. I got the MSRP, boy. I got the APR.
Got the Navi.
I don't know how to work the MSRP, but I know I got it.
I got the MSRP though. You ain't got it. I know you ain't got it.
You ain't got no APR, bro.
You ain't got no APR.
My APR be booming.
I was driving my SPA.
While drinking your SPA.
SPA, boy.
You know what I mean?
Shit.
All right, so I'm gonna ask y'all the same question. Now take away the frat.
Take away
same
that
question.
Each other?
Take away the frat. Do y'all feel supported by black men? Take away the frat. Take away people you have met through the fraternity.
Yes.
Do you feel like
take all of them away?
Take the fraternity away.
I'm gonna tell you no, because I just posted last week. And for everybody listening, how y'all niggas don't support our Juxta, and I called y'all out. I put all y'all shirts up, and that was so crazy. One of the people, I'm not gonna say who it was, gonna say thank you, like I was promoting they shit. I said, niggas, not thank you, nigga.
But that was
you definitely read that post wrong.
That still was
got that from it.
Read it. I put a video up.
It was a video. That's right.
Yeah,
so my hot take with the situation is black men don't support each other.
No,
I don't think that that's the case. We are anomalies, as evident as the longevity of this podcast. We're episode 55. We've been friends for 15, 16 years. We are the exception to the rule. We are the juxtaposition, so to speak. We are not the rule. We are the exception. If I remove y'all from my life, there are very few people, very few black men that I feel like I can call on. Now, there could be for a few reasons. Maybe because I have y'all to look to anybody else. That's a valid conclusion. Or the fact that there aren't a lot of people who, you know, to James's arrogance, that are in our positions to be able to live in space. There aren't people who have been where we went or where we are in order to leverage information. I don't think black men support each other holistically.
Well, I think you're saying two different things though, bro. I think you don't think black women support each other, you know, in its entirety, but you don't think that there's black men outside of fraternity that's on your level that you can go to. That's two different things, right? Yeah, that makes
so the second part plays into why, and on my level is very like,
as I get what you're saying.
It's just
you might want to clean that up. I understand.
Yeah, no. But play the money for your ass,
right?
And it's not. I feel like in a lot of spaces, I can speak for myself. Sometimes there's nobody there because they may not have tried that route. Like I was in education, not a lot of black men in education. I was in mental health. There's not a lot of black men in mental health. I'm in a recruiting org. There's not a lot of black men in the recruiting space. I don't recruit, but there's not a lot of black men where I have been professionally, really. So they can offer more general advice. And I haven't had a lot of black men who are not a part of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated who have lended a hand in order to be like, yo, let me see what he got going on. Even black men in corporate spaces,
but that's more
like, it ain't many of us.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I don't think because I do generally believe that black men will support black men given an opportunity to have one black man support another black man. I just think in your situation, there wasn't an opportunity to have someone to actually support you. And but support can come in different facets, right? Support doesn't have to necessarily be from they need to be in your field to give you support on something that you're going through within your field. It's just a matter of, do you feel comfortable with someone to bring up that conversation? And I think that's where it comes from. And I think, if you have that relationship, I don't think that you're just going to go to a random black man
for sure
try to have a conversation with. There has to be some type of trust between the two people.
But you know what? But I do. If we share space, I will open myself up to be able to see, like, let me see what's going on. After a couple interactions, and you kind of get to, like, he responds to the head nod. Let me go in, right? And
which head nod though? Downward or upward?
The up. Okay.
The upward.
Yeah, the up. So if he responds to that,
so what's the difference?
Oh, here you go.
Whoa! What you mean? What's the difference?
Blackness.
What the fuck?
No, look. You know how, like, when you're
revoked.
in a corporate setting, like, you walk past somebody you don't really know, you might give them the downward, like, bop.
Almost like a tip your cap, like a
tip your cap
with the high eyebrow.
When like, when you can relate to somebody and you walk past and you do this, and then they do that back, it's like, okay,
like, yeah,
we got that common ground.
It's different. Just us, bro. It's just us. That's what that
upward is different than down. You don't see it?
Definitely know who Freeway is.
I don't think James is invited.
James James got money, so he do the Indian.
All right, see, so going too far.
He do the Bible. He do the side.
What was that?
Too far. Yeah, no.
He do the Indian.
That's more the Woody.
I get what you're saying. I understand that. I guess I just haven't.
Well, you be like the only black person there, to be honest with you. Every branch I ever see Jay's work at, he'd be like the only one,
HNIC?
Like all girls. Yeah, it'd be like all girls. White women.
Where's the ones? Where's the ones?
I don't think I've ever seen another black guy work at Jay's branch.
Yeah, I mean, there has been, but I mean, it's gonna be definitely different in this new work environment. I don't think there's gonna be
more.
Many, huh?
I'm about to say it's gonna be definitely less.
No, it's not gonna be. I haven't come across one yet. So I don't think there's gonna be many people there.
I was the first black on my team.
You said black. I did a.
We got a black. We got a black. Not so
racist. We got Var.
Yo, I had my experience was different than yours, Var, in terms of being supported by black men in my.
You went to church.
Not talking about church. I'm talking about tech. So when I was working,
my bad, I got carried away.
Yo, so my experience was different. Yo, I actually had a group of black men that were super supportive of me in my last
Bible
company
study
that I worked for. No, not church. So actually, my former manager gave me my first opportunity to present at this conference, and he could have took it himself. Like, they asked him to do it, and he was like, "Nah, I got somebody else I want to send in my place."
He was hungover.
Nah, I'm telling you, he gave me the alley-oop. And from there, like, the whole direction of my career changed from that. So I actually have been supported by black men in my career.
Now, black women
women are always solid.
Women have uncategorically affected the trajectory of my career. Like, black women they're your children.
No, my mother and my sister.
Oh,
my children wasn't alive for that.
Oh, I thought you said I have two.
No. I've only had two that, like, support.
Black women have had a major impact. Black women have been like, pull me to the side, make sure that I was good, went above and beyond, especially at work. So it's almost like I feel like my duty is to pay it forward because of the support that I've gotten from black women, less the support that I've gotten from black men. And if the black guy and I did connect, it was over a commonality. It wasn't because it was just like random.
You play basketball?
or they're in a frat, or they went to like, we have some type of identity.
I'm in beta Pi Sigma.
No, I mean like alphas.
We're not the same, nigga. We're not the same.
You think it'd be racist if I asked Var if he played basketball?
Yeah, that's wild.
He could be on a corporate team.
Yeah,
they say your whole name.
Travaris.
It'd be racist if I asked.
Yo, but here's a spinoff, right? Var Travaris, right? So you're talking corporate. All right, so I worked with Cleveland in a professional setting, like a real, not just foot action back in the day, but like corporate America. and we almost had to avoid each other. Like we had to do the head nod to each other, like we ain't know each other for at like 12 years at this point. Like, and it's like, and then I had a black man and a black woman kind of do me dirty low key. Like sometimes they're like the worst in that setting.
I didn't want to be the one to bring it up. Sometimes be your own folks.
Call a spade a spade. Everything you color ain't your kind. All skin folk ain't kinfolk.
Ain't kinfolk.
And I've had that happen, and I've vented to Cleveland. Now, how he navigated is because his temperament is a little different. So they blaze past him like, I'm the target now. Like, I'm on the front line. And he kind of
like, made him the hero and you the villain.
Not even that. With Cleveland just kind of looking at me like, yo, just chill. And I'm like, I can't. I can't. Yeah. And then he's like, oh, but
I know Zoe. When Zoe get something in his mind off of, if it's a principle being violated, he can't let it slide.
And then he'll be in the meeting making little slick marks.
Always, bro.
In the meeting too. I don't care.
In the meeting.
Yeah, we know. I had this one black lady who looked like the little black girl from the Rugrats. She had these weirdo twists and shit.
Cynthia.
Yeah. She do me right, yo, and it was foul. And she still technically owed me some bread.
Oh my!
And I ain't talking about that bread. No, not that bread. Y'all thinking Cleveland know who I'm talking about. She owed me some money from my good ass sales that I had. I'm supposed to get my bonus. And Shorty played me out. She took my shit to Magic City or somewhere down south.
Oh, damn.
Transitioning from Zoe's money woes to...
I'm just saying, black people did it to me.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I didn't even think about this. My internship last year, black men helped me actually a good amount. Like I signed up to be part of this mentorship program, and it's like it's called DEAL. Can't think of like what that stands for, but it's something with like African American related things.
What?
Right? It's like
there's my African American.
Right? No, but it's like a minority based mentorship program.
Let's guess what it is. DEAL, diversity equals access.
Nah, the A is definitely African American. Like
that's 2 A's, James. That's 2 A's.
It stands for both. African
American. Do they say it fast?
Like I don't know. Anyway,
delivering African American leaders.
I got paired with a managing director, black dude. Real cool. He put me in contact with like 5 other black men throughout
the whole company
department. Nah, not the whole, but within those 5 people, like one person really helped me out with my internship, like in terms of like advice and going over my model. And then he also like checked back in with him, the original mentor, and he was like checking in with my manager at the time, seeing if if there's anything that I need to work on additional or anything like that. So I feel like that was very beneficial. Now they volunteer to be part of that program. They don't have to do that. So, they go out their way to actually help people within the internship, specifically black men. Their goal is to get you a full-time offer for the next year.
I mean, I get that. And I think that honestly, it probably was a situation of circumstance for me but I definitely go out of my way to make sure that folks are good. But yeah, we can put a pin in that.
Mm-hmm.
Shifting
They're wrong, we're right. We're going to put a pin in it now.
Okay.
We did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president.
So done that. There's my African American. That shit's always funny to me, yo. It sounds
Look at him. There's my African American.
Yeah,
that's wild. Yeah, he did.
Speaking of African Americans, have y'all gotten a chance to see the Diddy versus JD
pre-battle?
Yeah, did y'all get a chance to see it?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I saw pieces of it. I didn't see the
whole.
All
right, so let me set the stage for everybody, just in case. So last week, Ja Rule and Fat Joe had the verses where Ja Rule mopped Fat Joe all
No.
I disagree.
Hot 97 called it a tie. First of all,
I disagree. That's what I said. I was like, a tie.
It was the tie for me.
Yeah.
Yo, Zoe caught on to that quickly, huh?
Yeah, he did. He did.
I pay attention a little bit.
It was murder.
Listen.
It's murder.
Watching these verses, the only clear-cut kill was the locks. Yeah. Smashing Dipset.
Are you kidding me? Go watch it again.
I watched
it. He didn't kill himself.
Mopped. Are you kidding me?
It depends on what you was looking for.
All Fat Joe said is, y'all wanna live my life.
Nah, son, you bugging.
The issue is that like those songs is like our era, our childhood growing up, like throughout that middle school, high school era, right? So is nostalgia for you. But
the crowd, did you hear the crowd?
It's all women in the crowd. They singing along, bro.
Have you seen the internet?
Yeah, but
nobody said Fat. It was about 13-7, bro.
They not hip hop.
No way. Son, Fat Joe joints hit. He had more street bangers with hits than
my God.
Ja Rule had more popular songs, famous stuff. I'm the singing rapper. He said it that night. But this was gonna be on my zone nose, but anyway, go ahead.
Yo, y'all are tripping.
Nah, bro.
Here's what happened. Joe was playing songs that he likes that nobody else even heard of. I know them, but he playing a Cool and Dre joints. He might have gotten 5. He might have got Lean Back. He might have got.
Lean Back was a guarantee.
Lean Back. He got all the way up.
Cover.
He got. Let's give him Twins. Let's give him Deep Cover.
Let's give him. No song is beating that in Ja Rule's.
And he might have had Let It Rain. Make It Rain.
Make It Rain.
4. What else did he have? Ja Rule had everything.
Well, you gotta think when Ja and Fat Joe split the Ashanti joint, that was they was the same. Those two songs was even.
Okay, but no, because Ja Rule was on the other song with Joe.
Yeah, but it was Joe's song. Like the original.
Ja Rule wrote the hook.
I guess.
So, so it's almost like, that's mine too. Like, yo, y'all are tripping. He played songs that wasn't his.
Listen, no, what I'm saying is if you ask me who win, I say Ja Rule won, but you saying he mopped him.
Nah, he didn't mop him.
Nickelodeon,
I don't think he mopped him. You wow. Well, what was your point before you?
My point was getting to last week. They had the verses where Ja Rule mopped Fat Joe.
There you go.
And JD took a picture of himself in front of Madison Square Garden saying like Diddy, like it's we next, like basically like saying like I'm in the space. I'm in your hood. I'm in your hometown. Let's make it happen. Diddy responded by saying your arms too short to box the God.
Yeah.
And I'll beat you. I'll mop you with just Biggie and Mary joints, which is highly disrespectful.
Yeah, which is not true. I don't think he could do that. I don't think he could mop him.
So Fat Joe had both. Fat Joe and Snoop was on Instagram Live.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Fat Joe's show, and he brought on JD and Diddy, and boy, was that entertaining.
Diddy just be yelling though. Diddy is the person in the room that because they think because they think they talking loud that they right.
Yeah,
like yo, you're
but
not.
The thing is, I don't know JD. Like
you do, you just don't know it's him.
But maybe. So that's why in my mind, his arms ain't long enough for Diddy.
They are.
In my mind, his arms ain't long enough.
So let me finish this. Then we're gonna talk about it. I want to know who y'all prefer. On Instagram Live, Diddy had somebody like on cue playing some of his songs. He played like Whoa, he played Benjamins, he played a few other songs, and he was taunting JD to play some songs. And JD was in the studio, and JD said no, not to sign the paperwork. So the perception was that JD was scared because even Fat Joe was like, play a record, play Confessions, play Usher, play something.
He got Jay. How you don't know JD and you a Usher? You a R&B nigga.
Yeah, I know the song and I know the artist. I don't know who produced it.
So that's JD.
Here we go.
I get it now, but I don't know who produced it.
Let's get into it. Who do you prefer? Who would you think would win in a versus between JD and Diddy?
I would take Diddy off of home base bias, but it's not gonna be no landslide.
I'm gonna take JD for argument's sake, just so we can argue, right?
Okay.
So JD has, and I'm freestyling this: Criss Cross, Bow Wow,
Trash.
Escape.
No, it's not trash though.
You're not
because that
goes against nothing.
Let me finish.
Yes,
Let me finish. Bow Wow, Criss Cross, Escape, Jagged Edge.
Right.
He has the Brat. He has Usher. How could I forget? Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey.
Franchise Boys.
I mean,
No, you don't, because those were
had hits.
Oh, I think you like me.
Like what song? What song?
All right, time out. When P. Diddy plays Public Enemy #1, you're gonna play franchise. I think they like me because it's gonna smoke that. It's all in what you play. He might though because he's a narcissist and he gonna play his own shit. Don't get it twisted.
Or we might play Victory.
We won't play that one.
Well, you play Victory, that's a wrap. But here's the deal. JD said in the disclaimers, he said he's gonna make sure because some of the Biggie songs are not on Bad Boy or Diddy.
Right. It's on Uptown
at all.
So here's the deal, right? They are a good matchup in my opinion because they both have R&B bags and hip hop bags. Now, the thing about JD James that you may not know is that Confessions was based on his life, and he wrote
JD's life.
JD's life. He wrote almost all the songs on Confession and produced them.
Damn.
And the Emancipation of Mimi, the Mariah Carey album that came out in like 05 that took over. He wrote a lot of those songs and produced the entire shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a force to be reckoned with. He's not lightweight.
Here's why Diddy's going to take it though. Here's why Diddy's going to take it. Diddy's going to take it because the versus format is the street bangers always win.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
That's why Fat Joe
no.
The street bangers always win in the verse. Fat Joe just didn't have enough. Fat Joe just didn't have enough hits, but the street bangers always go over more. Even with Swiss Beats and Timbaland, when they was in the car playing the records back and forth, and when Swiss Beats was playing all the Locks Wild Out and Timbaland was playing like Justin Timberlake, it didn't really
extremes. Let's look at Jeezy,
but that's true.
Jeezy and Gucci. Jeezy,
they're both street.
Clearly, yeah, but Gucci. I mean, Jeezy has way appeal in terms of like the charts
stuff. Yeah,
and he didn't watch Gucci.
What about Fab and Jada? That's like the same. That's an up north Jeezy and
that was like a tie.
That was a tie.
But you got like what Cleveland's saying is you got the Emancipation of Mimi, and then you got Ready to Die.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
For sure. But with Emancipation of Mimi, they also he has fucking Faith. He has 112. He has fucking.
No, I get it.
Identity.
So when he play a Jagged Edge song, he got to play a 112 song. When he play a Mary, he'll play Mariah. Like it could match.
Matching.
Nah, but he can also put against those. He can put those street bangers.
Right. I was about to say that's how he's going to do it.
Like Victory. I said Diddy was win, but I don't think it's going to be a landslide.
It ain't going to be a landslide.
Oh, it's not going to be a landslide. I just think he'll win because.
Did you see what Bow Wow did to Soulja Boy?
I think he killed him.
Bow Wow,
Soulja Boy played the same.
Bow Wow just have much better like stage presence. He can actually perform.
Nah,
but he got better songs.
No, he has better songs too. But it was because
what did he gonna do with Let Me Hold You? Come on.
What?
Now you wilding. You wilding. You lost me now.
I need a girl. Look, man, I had to reach for it.
Well, first of all, I Need a Girl is not beating nothing in Usher's catalog, so he might as well sit down with that.
So yeah,
Mario Winans ain't beating no Usher nothing. I don't care what nobody's saying. I love that. I love both of them songs, like both, but that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be a landslide.
It's not going to be a landslide, but JD is different, bro.
I don't know. Maybe because I can see JD going against Trackmasters and I can see Diddy going against Dre. If Dre's
not doing it, I think Dre would beat Diddy.
No, he would not.
Don't think he'll beat Diddy?
Diddy will watch Dre.
No,
you're crazy.
Are you kidding me?
Diddy
you
will watch
Dre.
Dre.
NWA catalog too. You forgetting that NWA
catalog is like 4 songs.
Diddy will watch.
But remember,
Dre, in the versus format,
Dre got all the Death Row. He got Tupac stuff and everything. So
he didn't produce all that stuff.
Now he had a lot of it though. He produced.
They had a whole.
Son, you play California Love? Like, come on, son. He's in the video.
Name Dre's hits. He's a phenomenal producer. Don't get me wrong.
Straight Outta Compton. You got, like I said, you got NWA, you got Gangsta Gangs, you got 2 NWA songs. Fuck the Police. That's 3. So give him 3 NWA songs, right?
Cool.
Then you got what you call it from the Chronic 2001 with
Explosive.
No. What's the other one?
Next episode.
Yeah, next episode.
All right.
You got the Dre and Snoop song from back in the day.
You got Gin and Juice. You got
Nothing But a G Thing.
Nothing But a G Thing.
Yeah, I'm saying you got Gin and Juice. Then you got what you said from the Chronic 2001 joint. You said
it was Explosive, but that's
not Explosive. The other one, Still Dre.
Next episode. Yeah, it's Still Dre.
Still Dre, and that's the same. That's not the same song. That's 2 different songs.
Same thing. You know, next episode is the same thing. So let's chill to the next episode. That's on the.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, you might be right, Dre
got a lot, but then there's stuff that we don't know that.
Dre don't have R&B. Like it's the.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
He got
a lot of his verses exposed that. Damn, I didn't know this nigga wrote that. Like we might have that. We don't know.
Because Swiss Beats had that Angie Stone song.
And nobody knew.
The OJ sample.
The ooh. Yeah, niggas like, oh wait, Swiss was behind that?
Yeah.
That's the thing. This stuff that we don't know that his
technically,
name was on.
I guess. I mean,
and Dre's a quiet guy, so he's not gonna tell you that he's on it. Diddy's gotta put his voice on every damn song.
I mean, yeah, you're right. But Diddy also said, Diddy also said, whatever I breathed on, it's getting played.
Yeah, but I don't think the problem with a lot of these battles is the head start, right? So like with the Dipset Locks joint, there was a 5 to 7 year head start that they had. Same with Jada and Fab, like that head start makes a difference. Like because you had bangers before this person even they was still doing math in junior high while you was out doing your shit. So Dre got like a 6 year head start on Diddy.
All right, so boom, I got Jermaine Dupri's discography, and I'm about to fuck y'all up. 2 seconds. You got obviously Usher, you got LSG, and you got Jagged Edge, you got some Mace, you got some Mariah Carey, you got some Escape.
Mace?
You got some. You
gotta leave out like Mace because
all right, leave Mace out.
Right.
All right, boom. You got Mariah Carey, you got Escape, you got some Cam, you got some Jay-Z, you got obviously Money and the Thing is on there. You got some Kelly Price. She was a friend.
If he did that song, it's a rap. No, you can't
I know. But here's a banger. He got TLC.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He got TLC.
Okay.
He got some Ludacris.
Making
he got
it
some
interesting.
Luda, Bow Wow. He got some Bone Thugs. Like Jermaine Dupri got some hits, bro. Jermaine Dupri has hits.
I don't deny that he has hits.
You want to throw some Chingy in there too?
Nah.
Why not?
All right, just asking.
Come on, throw it right there.
I mean, I feel like he has to throw.
Brown.
I feel like he has to throw in Money in the Thing, but like I would even leave that one out. That's not one of my favorites.
Nah, so everything with Jay-Z has been winning.
That's a banger.
Yeah, I think that's the cheat code, but that's not like a top Jay-Z track. You don't be like, give me 10 songs you want to listen to. Like Money in the Thing is not going to be on that list of Jay-Z songs.
I mean, I hear you, but what I just ran through.
So let me look at something for Diddy, right? You got Jodeci.
Ouch, Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
Boom.
What else? You got Biggie. You got TLC as well.
Got Carl Thomas.
Summer Rain.
Summer Rain.
I'm like,
you got some New Edition.
Yeah.
You got Boys to Men, obviously. Biggie.
Right.
You got some of Puff Daddy and the Family shit.
Yeah.
Brian McKnight. He got Mariah Carey too. Busta Rhymes, LL Cool J, Mace, of course. He did something with Jay-Z in My Life.
Is he gonna play Pastor Gavarsier? Is that Pharrell's beat?
He got the Lock shit. We're not gonna play R. Kelly.
Pastor Gavarsier would be
Total. He got J-Lo. Who else? Carl Thomas, Shine, Dream.
Bad boy.
The Dream.
Dream is the girl band.
Yeah, it was the first making the band.
Oh yeah, no, not the Dream. You're right. Or
one of the making the bands.
It was Identity Kane. It was Dream.
He got Day 26.
Day 26.
Day 26 is my group. Don't.
Yeah, me too. Facts.
Me too. That first album is dope.
Their only album. I still play it.
I thought they had two with it. They had
one.
Boy.
They got one.
No, that was my shit.
It wasn't Day
26. Like, yo, he about to put my nigga Ness on there.
Yeah.
Throw some band. Let Enes come out and Babs.
Man, since I made the band, nobody gave a hand.
Said,
only Cleveland remembers the verse.
Nah, I remember Enes.
Boy song, Jay-Z shit. From American Gangster.
So what I'm saying is, it's not too different.
It's not a landslide.
The thing that makes it interesting.
Got me going in Co-Star. Co-Star is my shit.
Co-Star
was dope. What got me going was the
Var. You didn't even name the brat. You didn't even name the
brat.
Co-Star.
You ain't named the brat and the Drew Hill. The Drew Hill. You play "Sleeping in My Bed" remix.
Sleeping in my bed.
You play that remix, bro. I'm sorry.
If you want to dance, yeah, that.
Now lies and beating that.
Look. All of our college career, y'all know who this is on the track. Yeah. And you know it was Jermaine Dupri.
So he got all that down south movement when we was going to ATL Greek.
Yeah.
He was on that. So
Jermaine Dupri is a formidable opponent.
I
don't disagree. I just don't think he'll win. I don't disagree though.
The differentiating factor is the fact that Diddy's bag is so deep with specific artists. The
He gonna bring
Biggie
out
bag is wild. The Mary J.
It's
Blige
wild.
bag is wild. The Jodeci bag is wild. Like
Don't bring
those
them
three
out.
alone. Nope, no, don't bring them out.
Mary about to come out. Oh, Mary about to be like,
You know Mary will come out for Diddy.
No, but she
go-
said that why would she do it, right? She was like, I'm married. Like, why would I do that?
no, Mina against somebody else, but she'll come out and feature.
Mary's
But yo, these
catalog
artists,
is
these artists,
undefeated.
are they getting paid? They getting paid for this, right?
Well, now they are.
Biggest stock
The
in
first,
PR.
no, the
Huh?
first one's got equity, but
Yeah.
the ones post merger or acquisition, they do get paid.
They're getting paid, right? So that's what I mean. Like, why wouldn't they want to do this now, right? It's actually advantageous for them to do it.
It's like a free
But-
concert.
But I think
It
some
is a free
artists feel
concert
like
for
it's
us.
a farewell tour. Some artists feel like it's a farewell tour. Some artists
Why?
feel like it's a fair because they still are active. They still have more to make. You know what I mean? Some people
okay.
are, you know. So I can imagine the mindset of like, I'm not done yet. Like,
You
Or
still
it can
get
lead to
more
your
though.
tour, like how the
Yo,
Locks
if
and
you
Dipset
can go out there,
led to a
like,
tour.
For example, Jadakiss, right? With the locks.
He's
I
the
think that
MVP.
elevated his stock.
oh yeah, for sure.
So it's possible that can happen.
But somebody like Mary, who was still putting out music, and she just had a divorce, so I know her music about to be fire this time around. She's still in the mix. Whereas,
Yeah, but what
Yo,
about that
these
tour
honestly
that helped
believe-
you promote
these
for the
artists
tour?
honestly believe that this is gonna hurt them.
They're
I
bugging.
think some people do. Not hurt,
Why?
but
Remind
just.
people of where you was and who you is, and then that'll lead up to your new album and your tour.
But all right, so looking back at like reality TV, right? It was looked at like a graveyard for artists for a while, and then Cardi B, it's like, oh, you can actually successfully pop off and start your career in a love and hip hop format. So it may take for somebody who is already established and who is still making music to do a verses in order for it to, translate.
Nah, I think if they getting paid for it before when people was just on YouTube, Instagram,
IG Live, yeah.
and people didn't know how to work the technology and shit. Like, I get that point. No one wants to waste their time doing that shit. Like, for what?
Right.
But now it's you're on stage, you get to perform, you're getting paid, you have an
Right.
ability to elevate your stock. If you are dropping an album, that's the way to promote it. Remy Ma's new song got played during that versus. This is like they have over 1 billion impressions when it happens.
You're right.
The amount of marketing that you're able to do is crazy.
And the whole purpose of it is for it not to be like a farewell.
Competition. It's supposed to be a celebration.
It's supposed to be like a celebration. I heard Swiss and Timbaland talking about that during one of their recaps. It's like they don't want people to, in Black culture, they don't want people to feel like they got thrown away, because we tend to do that in Black culture. Like, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
like, they used to be hot, but like they ain't doing nothing. It's like, nah, like let's still honor and respect what they did.
Right.
And then what they're doing in a lot of cases. I mean, if that's the case, there was no point in Swiss and Tim doing it, because they still making.
So speaking of another Black man that will wash all y'all, Lil Nas X released an album. Did y'all get a chance to listen to Lil Nas X's album this past weekend? Is there any
So
reviews that we got?
I was in the car with my wife. She said, "Hey, I heard his album was good. People were talking about like they're not skipping any songs. Some people were talking about that they were actually crying from some of the songs." I said, "I don't want to listen to it, but if you want to listen to it, we can definitely play it." So we started playing it, and like I think after like the 5th song, she looked at me. She was like, "You could turn it if you want." I was like, "Thank you." So that's my rendition or my remarks about the album.
I know
That's
James.
a recap.
I know Zoe was throwing that shit in the Infinity. Talk to me about how did it sound in the car?
Nah, I don't have an opinion on what you're talking about, but I didn't actually yet. It was crazy. Is I think my kids will probably listen to it first, or then I'll start mine, which I'm listening to, like, because they kind of listen. Lil Nas X appeal with some of his catchy songs for the kids or the youth.
Mm-hmm.
So I either like my kids or like the twins. The twins or Eric, like my nephew, he'll be over here this weekend, so I'll see what he's listening to or something like that. They'll probably be listening to it in the car, and then I'll like pay attention.
I don't know. The rap was too soft. Like it was like because I don't listen to rap too much. I'm like R&B, and like his rapping was like it was just weird. It was I don't know. Just if I'm gonna listen to rap, like that's just not the rap I want to listen to.
You didn't want to listen to Kids Bop.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
That's
my
what
God.
it was. That's think of a rap song and think of it on Kids Bop, and that's how it sounds.
Oh my god.
And I was like, if I'm gonna listen
Nas
to rap,
Bop.
it's not gonna be this.
So the song that he has with Jack Harlow is tough.
Jack Harlow is tough. First
Jack
of all,
Harlow can rap. He can rap.
Yeah,
The song that he
Nah,
has
bro, he got
with
some
Jack
flow.
Harlow is
I heard about it, but I didn't hear the actual song.
and the beat is hard.
Isn't that's the single, right?
Yeah, it is. Well, one of the singles, because I think the whole like Blood Shoe was a part of this album too.
Oh,
But
what I will give to him is the fact that he is able to market by trolling people.
Shit out of everyone.
So I will give him that 100%. Yo, I'm like, I was looking at these billboards. I'm like, who the hell will make these billboards about this? Like, this is crazy. And then come to realize it's him making the billboards because you got dumb trolls that would actually go to the link thinking it's something that's degrading him, but it's actually sending the link to his album.
If you hate Lil Nas X, click here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yes, I
Fuck. Yes. No.
I'm like, because the people who know, they're gonna buy or listen to the album anyway, and then that's a way to just get everyone else.
Speaking of new music, have y'all gotten a chance to really digest the Certified Lover Boy and or Donda?
Nah, I ain't listened to Donda.
I haven't listened to CLB. I listened to Donda though.
Can I tell y'all my problem? Like, I used to be real heavy on music, right? I really now only get interested when I hear a certain song on the radio or something. If I feel like, okay, so now I gotta be like, check the album out. But like back in the day, I think it's like you ever eat a food so much when you was younger, you don't eat it no more. Like, I was the same way with music. Like, I was one of the only people to buy. I was the only people to buy the Mystical album, right? I was the only person to buy Gorilla Black. Like, I bought albums.
Why did you buy Gorilla Black?
Y'all know that because I was supporting everything black, and he was very, very black. So y'all know I was going, like, I had certain things. I said, let me buy this, let me buy that. So I just kind of got like washed away with it. Like, I bought the Score, which is now like this.
Right.
Yeah,
25th anniversary.
25th anniversary. They about to go on tour. Like, I still have the CD cover for the Score. I bought the old Mace. I bought the double disc Wu-Tang, and it brought me back when I was watching the last episode on the
I still gotta catch
the Hulu joint. And then I bought the double disc Diplomat Immunity. Like, I had
those are all the real joints.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like, I had the originals. Like, they I still got my blue CD.
You went to Sam Goody? You went to Sam Goody?
Nah, FYE, nigga. FYE.
FYE. I
remember it was in Quaker Bridge. Remember they had one in Quaker Bridge?
No, they did. I used to have all the FYE gift cards from winning those FYE shootouts at Ryder.
And nobody beats the Wiz. You'll go catch something.
We ain't had the Wiz in South Jersey, huh, Cleveland?
I bought my CDs.
We had Sam Goody.
Barbershop.
Yeah, Sam Goody.
James got the ones with the screen printed on the joint.
Yep.
They was just
the one from the regular printer. Look, James, can you learn the songs in the bootleg?
I can't learn the songs in the real ones.
Oh, I mean,
the words was in the album. First of all, that wasn't
the answer I was looking for. I was trying to co-sign the bootleg.
The words used to be in the album cover, but James didn't get them, so that's why he never learned them.
The bass was it the bass that was stronger in bootlegs, or was the systems in the hood?
It just recorded the same song onto another CD.
Nah, man, that shit sounds better.
Nah, yeah.
Maybe it feel better when you saved $15.
You ain't like, who this just?
Bro, you can get 5 CDs for $15.
Yes,
you could. You could at the barbershop. Yes, you could.
And they'll throw in the DVD for free.
Yeah, porno.
Paper Soldiers.
You get a porno. No, it says Paper Soldiers on it, but that's not what happens when you pop it in.
Yo, pop it in. Y'all remember, this is a tangent. You remember when you ever download music from like Napster and it'd be like Jay-Z, Dirt Off My Shoulder, and it'll be like your boy nigga down the street rapping. Like, yo, this is not Jay-Z.
Yo, that still happens on YouTube. You know that, right? Like, if you go to type something on YouTube,
now it's called clickbait.
Yeah,
it's somebody
that was clickbait before clickbait.
Yeah, now they do that. It'd be little Jimmy and the crew, and like, this is not the song I wanted to play. Like,
but it got them another stream.
True,
I guess.
Or download.
Let's get on out of here, man. So Talked about a multitude of topics today. Basically, just trying to make sure we dissect all the things. For the record, I think CLB is better, even though I haven't heard Donda. And CLB is also mid. It's regular shit.
Too sexy for your game. Too sexy for the chain. Too
I told y'all James low murder. Money murder. So get us out of here.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario?
Hey, yo, Zoe knows this. Zoe knows that. So light skin. Zoe stay black.
Yes, we did it, Joe. You're gonna be the next president of the United States.
Yo, that's forever.
No, we ain't doing shit, Joe. Yo.
Nah, for real, bro. They sleep at the wheel, like literally. Anyway, speaking of, I'm light skinned, but I stay black. I want to bring up somebody who is brown skinned and forgot that, or maybe didn't realize that they was black. And this is a special shout out to Mr. Arsenio Hall, who lives in California. Your soon to be, I hope not, but running for governor, Larry Elder.
Yeah, he lost.
He did. I've been already good. Because
on
Tuesday. I was nervous.
About a week ago.
That's crazy.
Was last week? I thought it was yesterday.
Bro, real quick, it's
14.
It's wild how that race, that recall race. So the governor had to win more than, or at least 50% of the vote in order to keep his job. If he did not, the person who got the next most votes would win, and that could be
anybody.
5%. That could just be 5%. I'm like, how is that math?
That's wild.
How is that even possible?
Yeah, when I went to the concert in Concord, California, I drove by in an Uber of a house that said Larry Elder for governor. I was like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Listen, now that his tapes came out that he was supporting what's my man name, Zimmerman.
Oh my god!
That he said he wished it was like old tapes from there, but they now resurfaced, saying that I wish I had a Zimmerman in my neighborhood and this, that, and the third. And what's my man, the British guy who they said was racist? I forgot.
Pierce Morgan.
Pierce Morgan, yeah. So he's so stupid and so reverse racist, right? This Larry Elder, he's such a black hater that it was too racist for Pierce Morgan. And he in the interview, he was doing interviewing him. He was like, "Nah, I think you're going a little too far." Like he's like, "Nah, because I have sons and I don't need no rogue person trying to go shoot a kid. Like, nah, you OD'd, yo." Like,
right?
How you have Pierce Morgan say you wilding? Like.
It's like when you try to impress your friends and like you're trying to get down to gang members. You're like, nah, I shoot him right now. Like, yo, bro,
ain't nobody say all that. Chill.
When I hear stuff like this, I don't know if this man actually believes this or he really just trying to like say shit like this to kind of, I guess, get more famous or get some campaign money.
Years.
Nah, but he's been doing this for a minute. Like at this point, he should have quit.
It's like
the game.
He gets money for his takes.
Yeah, like how can you really feel like this? Like he just don't care, so he'll say what he want to say.
Because there's always a Stephen in Django.
remember that dude Zoe from it's a Midwestern state like Milwaukee, the sheriff that always
with the thick ass goatee.
Yeah, always comes on Fox
Milwaukee.
News.
Yeah,
it's like yo,
he got the cowboy hat.
Listen,
there's always a Stephen in Django, so there's always somebody. And me personally, I feel like there needs to be like, all right, so I know it's gonna sound extreme, right? But remember back when all the protests was happening, there was these white vans, unmarked vans that was just collecting people and throwing them in the back. And we need that in the black community. Like, yo, as soon as we hear like a Candace Owens or one of these dudes, somebody just roll up, whoop, throw you in the back, you now gone, you disappear.
See, in some ways, you need healthy discourse.
No, not that though. That's not healthy.
I mean, yeah, you need healthy discourse in order to push democracy forward. The issue is when it's the Larry Elders. Candace Owens, to her credit, sometimes her stuff is rooted in not facts, but like a strategy. Like you can, if you really wanted to go look at it, you're like,
bro, yo,
she's manipulating the facts.
No matter what she says, will never have credibility. The fact that she used the NAACP to sue white people because they were being racist towards her, and
that's wild.
And she says racism doesn't exist.
Yeah, you done.
Like nothing you're saying ever will hold credibility. Like stop it. This is now.
I'm not a fan.
Not at all. So back anyway. Enough with the Django and this Uncle Tom, whatever.
One more time for the lonely blacks.
Alone from night to night, you find me.
Yes, lead them where they at, lit. Next, unfortunately, we're gonna talk about the bullshit at the border. I don't know if y'all saw this. Some BS. That picture with my man with the horse and the whip. I can't. In my head, I'm like, I'm grabbing him off the horse, son. I'm not like, I'm grabbing the whip. I'm like, you know how when you was a kid, you got whipped. I don't know if y'all did, but I did. But you grabbed the belt for 2 seconds.
A belt and the whip is different, bro.
It is, but
you can't grab a whip.
Nah, you can't. That shit will cut through your hand. But in my mind, like I said, in my mind,
and they hungry. They ain't got no strength.
Yeah,
trying to go home. Yeah.
Yo, I got a hot take for this though.
Okay, what's going on?
Don't kill me.
Oh man,
here we go.
So first and foremost, let me start out with obviously the positive, the spin.
Draw 4 on your black card. That's
good part of it, right? What they're doing is wrong. Period. They should not be fucking on horses, whipping people, trying to catch them like they cattle, and like what? That's crazy.
Period. I can tell how loud you got. That should take must be some bullshit. Keep going.
No, that's period, right? No, but what the hell? What is America supposed to do with every refugee that come into the U.S.? Now, I'm not saying that we don't treat black refugees worse than we treat other refugees or a person of color, because America does. Period. Right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a fucking bunch of Canadians there, undocumented. They just brought over, I don't know how many,
85,000 Afghans.
Right? So I'm not saying any of that. I'm including them. Like,
and Wyclef, Praz, and
no.
Shut up.
When do you get to the point where you say you need to take care of homeless people and hungry children in America before
we fucked up here
with that part?
Because the thing is, with foreign policy, there's no reason for, there's no relationship between America and the Haitian government that is going to be advantageous for America. So they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's never about
the thing is, you can't. There's nothing you can do now, right? Because you let some people over here. Now you need to let everybody over here. What I'm saying is, you need to listen. I don't know what to tell you, but you got 85,000 Afghans coming over here that you got to pay for them to be over here
to escape asylum. That's the thing. It's just the ways in which
people trying to find shelter.
Niggas, right?
They don't care, but they don't care.
But that's my take, though.
Bro,
it's not advantageous.
I understand what you're saying. It's beneficial because they can create allyship and
right.
I get all of that. But what I'm saying,
I got 2 employees that I'm trying to help find homes.
Stop meddling people's business and take care of their home.
No,
100%.
I agree.
Listen, I agree with that. I have 2 employees that I'm trying to help find homes right now. So niggas in the shelter and literally pulled up to the site, like had to stay the night at the site. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's just crazy.
It's bugged out.
But
I agree. But like at the same time, like it's like you can't change it up when the color of the skin changes, though. Like
that's what I'm
if
saying.
It's a standard, it's a standard.
Right.
Like and that's the problem that I have with it. I agree. Like if the rule is we ain't gonna help everybody out, all right, well we ain't helping everybody out.
That's what I'm saying. I get it. You brought people over here now. Everyone needs to stay. You got to figure something out. So I get that, right?
They don't treat Canadians like they would never treat Canadians like
Irish.
They'll let Canadians walk right across that border. Like, all right, come on over. What you need to seek asylum? Fill out this paperwork. Come on over. We'll contact you when we need to.
Canada ain't even got no fucking litter. The fuck they escaping?
I'm about to say I don't know what people escape. Like I don't know how you can escape.
Nah,
Canada.
They come over here for work and they stay on expired visas.
They need to check that.
600,000
down though. No one
600,000 undocumented Canadians.
And no one's saying
in America
paperwork, right? No one's just randomly stopping white people from Canada.
Think about this.
Well,
is there a border patrol? Is there a border patrol in the north?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when the COVID happened, they was making sure we ain't take our asses up there.
Mm-hmm. There is.
They made sure we.
But is it American securing that border, or is it Canadians?
Got both.
I don't know.
Okay.
It don't matter. But if a nigga can tell me I can't go somewhere, but you can come here, that's a little problem to me.
No, you got
both.
Problem. There's both border patrol for America, and then you got the Canadian redcoats.
Yeah.
The British are coming.
Mounties.
Mounties, there you go.
Remember that? He was a wrestler. But
He was a
anyway.
wrestler, the Mountie.
I remember that. Yeah.
So anyway, lastly, we just want to give a RIP to AJ Johnson. Yeah, I mean,
follow the
AKA.
drip, bro.
The comedian, also known as
Ezel.
There you go. I was waiting my neck and my back. RIP to him. It's very crazy. I've been seeing some stuff that I guess they had to do a GoFundMe and this, that, and the third. I get a little weirded out with stuff like that because as a person that people ask to borrow money a lot, I don't like people asking me, but I also feel like Ice Cube could afford it. Jamie Foxx could afford. Like these are people working with him.
I think that news has to land somewhere in order for people to help. You really can't assume that they don't have it. And his wife don't probably have Ice Cube phone number. So now they're later on the shave room, people who know him like, nah, all right, bet let me get some.
It should be in his cell phone. like open up his cell phone.
But when's the last? But you got to understand that the dynamic of people's relationship. Like, we don't.
That's true.
We don't know what their relationship was like, or how it ended, or why it ended, or we don't know. So you can't just assume that they're gonna still have that kind of conversation or communication. And then if you don't, just to hit up their wife, you just never know, right? It's always tough. It's easier.
But to hit up somebody and say you're gonna contribute is different than asking the wife. You know what I'm saying? You're not hitting them up to borrow.
They might think it's an insult. Like, what you think we don't got money?
Nah, but you could think that. But he was a pivotal point. He was a good, even though he wasn't the main character in Friday, he was like a black staple in Friday. Like everybody, his quotes go just as much as Chris Tucker's quotes. And I mean, Ice Cube posted it in memory of. So I mean, if your relationship wasn't that great, I'm not posting you.
But you don't know. I think the assumption is that your affairs are in order, that you have life insurance. Like that's probably the assumption that you have those things and you don't need. I think it's only when the need is revealed that you're like, oh shit, let me see if I can contribute, even if it's $5,000 to make it go over the edge or whatever. Like,
well, Ice Cube paying $5,000 that's like James and his $500 that we don't got.
But Zoe, you can't say that either because you don't know whose money is tied up, who got liquid bread, and who.
Nah, Ice Cube got liquid money.
I mean, yes, true, but like you wouldn't want somebody to volunteer your bread for you.
No.
Bro,
but if I had that type of bread, I mean,
money, it's okay. Like, you know what I mean? I can contribute some money.
$5,000, that's a casket.
I can pay. I'll pay for it. Like,
let me take 20 against Cube Vision.
Yeah, like Cube got the money. I know we shouldn't be counting people's pockets, but
yeah, I just think it's weird. Like I said, I don't like doing that, and I don't like because people do that with me. But I also feel like, nope.
money. No,
you need to play the Mario like like game over. Nah, but I don't know. But anyway, so not to lose track, we just want to say RIP to him. He's a staple in our community. Always funny and definitely contributed to some of our greatest laughs. So,
all right, bet. So keep the ball for the Serenity Prayer.
There you go. We want to ask God to grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference between the two.
And that has been episode 55 of the Juxtaposition Podcast.
You got to have love. You got to have love in your heart.
If you're still listening to this, let me give you Alonzo's phone number and call him, and that's how we know whoever has listened to the episode.
Let me get
908-555.